All right. Hey, folks. Welcome to a live stream of This Week in Photos photo critique for this week. This week's topic was ice cream. You scream, I scream. We all scream for ice cream. Joining me to, I had to do it, man. I had to do it. Joining me to step through the submissions to the TWiP Pro community is Troy Miller. What's up, Troy?
Hey, how you doing, buddy? Just trying to
I'm
stay
doing
cool.
good.
It's hot.
It is. Well, yeah. I got my little droid air conditioner back there. You remember what I named my air conditioner, right?
I don't remember.
That, that's Coolio. Come on.
Cool. Yeah, all right. That was too predictable. I thought you'd be unique.
No, that's Coolio. Coolio keeps the room cool, but the problem is because this room in the house faces the sun, so even though there's central air in this house, this room will just bake. It will bake. So I needed an assist. The problem with the assist is Coolio's loud. He's got a big mouth, so I can't run Coolio when I'm live streaming. So I have to time it. Like, okay, we're ready to stream. Turn off the AC, go, and then hopefully it doesn't get to like surface of the sun conditions before we end the whatever recording.
Yeah, you got to
So
start with a scarf and a beanie, and then as we go through, okay, we're good, good. Okay, all right, it's time for the scarf. I just noticed it's
yes,
very interesting that you and I are wearing opposite color shirts.
I know. Look at that. We're very patriotic today. Look at that. This is very
Yeah,
patriotic. I love it. I love.
this
Oh, look, good dog. Good dog in the chat says R2 be cool would be good. It's too many syllables to remember. I need some decals to put a face on him. He needs to be what anthropomorphized into like some sort of creature.
that's
So,
awesome. Yeah, that would be
so
good.
we got a lot. We got a lot of. Well, not that many. How many we get? What? One, two, three,
One,
four,
two, three.
six, seven, including yours.
Yeah,
Yours is the last one, right? Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. That's the
Oh,
last
that's
one.
good. People don't like ice cream. There's a lot of lactose intolerant members in the community. Was it the lactose intolerance? I think we should do general for next one. For the next one, just go
Yeah,
like,
open.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
I
let's
was
just make it open.
I was gonna go there. Yeah, I was gonna suggest that.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's the play for this next week. So, folks, you heard it here first. The next photo critique topic is open general. So show us what you got. No specific topic, and then we'll pick up with topics on the one after that. So what do you
Yeah,
say, Troy? You want to dive in? We don't have that many, so we can just plow through them.
yeah, let's do it. I
So
already picked a favorite, I think.
I haven't. So good. I want to see what you got. So all right, I'm sharing the photo critique community now. So let's move down. So first one, yeah, let's talk about yours. I want to know how you did this. The Troy
This
Miller special here.
this was just a regular sugar cone. I put the torch in the bottom of it, and that's basically an explosion of gas, of like propane gas
Hmm.
coming out the top. So it's like well, you can get the perception of the cone versus the fireball. So that's all in camera. So it's just
The whole
basically
thing
the
is in camera. This is all one shot.
uh-huh. Yep.
Wow,
Yep.
wow. But this is actually cool. Yeah, because the ice cream. What's the plume? So how did you get the plume to like perfectly form to look like, you know, sherbet
It's
or whatever that is?
it's a ball of gas that's ignited. I probably did 200 of these to get one that looked like this. And then there's particles of metal that I drop down in there, and that's what makes the sparks. So like that's probably titanium that's causing that spark that you see that's coming up and fracturing at the top. But yeah, it's loaded with gas. I have an igniter, so it's a custom built thing. I wouldn't suggest anybody try it that isn't safe. But I pump gas in there, and then I have an igniter that ignites it with a little spark, and whatever gas is in there goes. Boof. It's a little
How long
pop.
does something like this take to do? How long is it like to put together, shoot, and then process? I'm assuming you did a not a ton of processing to this, right? Just a little bit.
Yeah, oh, just a little bit. I mean, it takes me an hour to set up, to get all the lines run and everything, and then I wear safety gear. But yeah, it takes like an hour to set it up, and this is out of camera, so literally it's a little bit of saturation. It's a second and a half exposure. So I open the shutter, I prime the gas, I pop it, shutter closes, I look at it, crap, that one didn't work. Go to the next one, try to get that perfect combination. But yeah, it's fun.
Wow, wow. Any excuse to light something on fire, Troy Miller, right?
Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
This was your holiday. Like this the 4th of July is like a Troy Miller Christmas, right? Did you blow anything up down there?
No, no, no. There was enough going on around my neighborhood, and I don't
Yeah,
blow it
no.
because I don't like that sound. That sound freaks me out. Um, but the fire, just the beauty of fire, the organic, it's alive. I mean, it has a personality, and I like that. Fireworks, not so much.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Cool. Very good shot, man. Thanks for putting that in there.
Thanks.
All right. Next up is Nora's Notness. All right, Nora, let's see what you got here. Salted caramel with blueberries on her Nikon D7500. Let's take a look at that.
Not on the Nikon. There we go. Don't put ice
Yeah.
Nikon.
Don't put ice cream on. Hey, they're weatherproof. They can stand it. Come on.
Yeah, weather resistant. Yeah, they're good. They're good.
I
This
don't think
is
I've ever had this combination of ice cream and blueberries. I'm not that much of a fan of blueberries, but I love salted caramel. I can eat that all day long.
I'm
And
not it.
the top part of my body loves salted caramel. The bottom part of my body, not so much.
Okay. Wow.
Like my dad would say, it's the meal so nice you get to enjoy it twice.
We got there quick. The first,
Yeah,
the
we
second,
did. Hey, I don't hold back. What do you
oh
what do you
my,
think of the shot though?
I love the shot. I think that the colors are fantastic. I really love the whole harmony of it. It looks like the glass, even the stem of the glass has like some blue in it. So I really appreciate that attention to detail. It does feel like it's tilted a little bit to the right.
Hmm.
And I think this is an image that just needs to be dead center from the top to the bottom, left and right. But it is really nice that everything's in focus in the dish on the top, edge to edge. It's
Yeah.
nice. It's very well done. Little melted
I
ice cream.
liked Yeah. I like you know what I liked? The fact that it's built of circles. It's pretty much
Oh, yeah.
all circles. The rim of the glass, the blueberries, the ice cream melting in there forms kind of a loose circle. The base is a circle. The highlight on the base is a circle. It's all circles. It's all put together. It's like cats. Like cats are made of all triangles, right?
Right. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is a really great image, well staged. I would just say, from a commercial standpoint, you would not want the ice cream to be melted, and that's the real challenge when you're doing commercial shoots with products. A lot of times the products are fake or they're manipulated in a way that they can sustain time, being set up and prepped and designed for the shot. But I
Hmm.
love I love the shot. I would try it not knowing that it's salted caramel and then regret the salted caramel after, but it's beautiful. So it's well done.
Now, did I hear you say that you don't like salted caramel and blueberries? Like,
I like
you
the
don't. You,
blueberries, but salted caramel, no, no. There's there's
what
no
the hell is
reason.
wrong with you, man? How
There's
can you not like salted caramel? Like, what is like that's like not liking hamburgers. Like, it's delicious.
It's the salt. I don't want a salted hamburger. I don't want salted chocolate. I don't want salted anything. Well, edamame. I need salt in my edamame, but not my
That's
ice
true.
cream.
Not your ice cream.
I
All
did make
right,
some
all right.
ice cream though. That was good.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I like it. I like salted caramel. Anything with caramel. Caramel is my kryptonite. I just caramel's good. Well, cool. Yeah, I like this shot. What do you think of the square crop? Does it work here?
Yeah, I think it works great. I do wish though that we had the same distance on the bottom that we do on the top and left and right. It looks like left and right. It looks like the right's a little heavy, but I think the whole thing should be centered, the same distance all the way around. This really
Hmm.
feels to me like a perfectly centered image. And then if anybody wanted to go commercial with it, they could always add additional space, top or bottom, left or right, and then put, whatever text or additional graphics or whatever they wanted to do in there. So very well done.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Cool. The chat room's chiming in. Stephen Sharp says he doesn't like salted caramel either. See, you guys, I don't know what's wrong with you guys. We have to re-examine our friendships. How can you not like salted caramel? It's the most
Uh,
delicious thing on the
oh,
planet.
no, no.
All right, Nora. Thank you. Thank you for your submission. That's cool. Really cool shot. Makes me want to go eat salted caramel just in solidarity because these people don't know. They don't know what's good. Here's Steven Sharp's shot. Steven's in the chat. What's up, Steven?
Hey,
Steven says ice cream, which is Japanese for ice cream.
nice. Love the color palette that's in there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. I I'm
I know
trying
what
to
you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. I'm in your head. I know what you're gonna say. Steven knows what you're gonna say. Steven's in the chat. He know. Can I say it? You're gonna say two things. You're gonna say two things. Wait, I'm gonna go into my channel Troy Miller mode. All right, here we go. I'm Troy Miller now. I gotta put on my beanie real quick. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Troy, you're gonna say that you would rather that the strawberries have been maybe on the same plane with the ice cream, so bring them down a little bit because that space in there bugs you. You would want the ice cream and the strawberries balanced with the chopsticks and and the whole shebang centered in the frame because the chopsticks are too far to the left and there's too much space to the right. So you would do that. You're going to say that you like the border and the key line treatment. You think that sets it off, especially the blacks pulling on the blacks of the jars or the cups that is holding the food substances. You like that, but on a technical standpoint, you'd want that spacing just adjusted a little bit so that it doesn't bother your OCD. Am I close? Am I close?
You're close. you got a lot of it. You did. You got a lot of it. I realize the more of these critiques that we do, the more that I see imbalance in images, and I want the images to be balanced so much. And like for me in this image, I actually like where the strawberries are. I don't like looking right at the top of the strawberry. I wish that it was rotated. The strawberry dish
Mm,
was rotated like clockwise or counterclockwise, like 15 degrees, just so I was looking into the side of the strawberries more, not that big green what is it, flower head or whatever.
yeah,
But
leaves.
what leaf? Okay, yeah, leaf's a
Yeah.
good term.
Mm-hmm.
But what's really getting me is that the chopsticks are kind of the hero of this shot. And I wish that they were centered across the bottom, like perfectly centered. And then the ice cream was added
Mm-hmm.
within the frame, but the chopsticks controlled the balance. That's really, with all that said, though, this is still one of my favorite images, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder, I just want to know how you eat ice cream with chopsticks. That's what my brain is going to.
Two words, very carefully. And
Or
the other word is before it melts, right? That's the other phrase. Or else you're not, it's completely possible. You can eat ice cream, you can eat, mashed potatoes, anything with
yeah.
chopsticks.
But I think
It's
if,
gotta be good.
Stephen is saying that the ice cream is on the rule of thirds, which I see that it's not the ice cream or the strawberries that feel off to me. It's the chopsticks, because the
Mm-hmm.
chopsticks are weighted heavy to the left, which one, it's encroaching on the edge of the frame, but two, it's not balanced between the two bowls. I feel like this whole thing could have perfect symmetry by sliding the chopsticks to the right, maybe the bowls back a little bit so that whatever that little chopstick resting that has to have a name. I don't know what it is, but you know,
It does. I don't know what it is either.
just center everything. But with all that said, I love the fact that it's sharp from the front to the back. The chopsticks are sharp, the back bowl is sharp, the mat is sharp, and that's pretty tough to do, and I like
Mm-hmm.
that a lot. I would
What
I would
about what about if you had shot this? like straight down, so that the bamboo mat, those lines are all, not going towards a vanishing point, so you're kind of perpendicular. Would that change things, or I mean, that's completely changing the shot, obviously, but would
Yeah.
that do anything different for you?
I I like this angle because it feels like I'm sitting at the table and it's in front of me. So anytime that I've ever done commercial food shots or anything like that, I always try to
Mm-hmm.
photograph them from the perspective of a human looking at the dish because I feel it draws us in more. If you're just shooting down, that's cool. That's very artistic and it can do a lot of stuff. Like with an image like this, you could just lay the chopsticks off to the side. They could have a little bit of ice cream on them. It's like somebody's already a bite out of the strawberry. That could be fun. But
Yeah,
I like this angle. I
yeah.
like this a lot.
I hadn't considered that. Yeah, you're right. The consumer's eye view of this. This is you sitting down. You've just
Yeah.
just been served this, and you're about to dive in. This is pre-diving in. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Yep.
Very cool.
Exactly. Exactly. And the color palette is great.
Yeah,
To
that's my
find,
favorite color palette right there.
yeah, I know, I know. To fine tune it, I would just either reduce or take out some of the reflections in the larger bowl. I think those can be slightly distracting only from a commercial perspective. I think I would want
Oh,
to
you mean like on the side down here, like that?
yeah, yeah, I would
Hmm.
just down.
Okay,
Not
cool.
egregious, just minor nitpicking. I mean, it's hard to pick on Steven's stuff. So, I have
Yeah.
to dig.
Well, the man's last name literally means sharp, so it means Stephen. You can never submit a blurry shot because the universe will shift.
Yeah.
So very cool. Thank you, Stephen. All right, next shot is from Kai. Kai says, "Have we seen this one? I thought we saw this one."
Yeah, I think he bumped it into the wrong category. That was from last week.
Oh, okay. So let's look at it anyway. Joshua Tree 9 stitch panorama. Yeah, we talked
Yeah.
about this one. I remember liking this one.
Very pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we talked about, Craig Colvin or Stampley would stick a nude on top of this, or Mark Harris would stick a nude on this shot, and you would stick a bride underneath it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, yep. Cool. All right, let's move on to the next one. Thanks, Kai. Mark Charettes up next. And Mark says, is this maybe a giant ice cream flavor mixer? Since I don't eat ice cream, what's with the not eating ice cream? What is since I
Hey, there
don't eat ice cream?
salt.
The closest thing I can come up with is a really neat idea on how to flavor ice cream. And you go spelling flavor wrong again. With grape juice. This is a wine grapes crusher, so I'm totally okay with it being disqualified. But I thought it'd be a fun discussion point. Yeah, cool. He shot this at this domain as part of a tourism promotion set in 2014. Cool. Let's take a
It's a
look.
cool. Uh,
Yeah, that looks very. That looks very like what's the word? Like Orwellian
yeah.
future, or Logan's Run. That kind of feel.
Yeah, yeah, very very Star Trek campy sci-fi. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's the tunnel of no return. If you can make it through this gauntlet to the end of the tunnel, then you'll be rewarded with eternal life.
Well, each one of
So,
those like arms could actually be like a skyscraper, like a city tower, right? And as this
oh
thing
yeah,
it creates gravity. So, artificial gravity.
yeah. I like
I
it.
look
I
at the
like
well
it.
when I look at things like this, I'm like, how those are nice wells. That's stainless steel. They did a good job. I get very distracted.
That's awesome. So what do you think of the shot? As well, first of all, it's supposed to be in the ice cream category, and Mark self-owned, and he knows it's not typical for the ice cream category, but we're talking about it anyway. But that said, what do you think of the shot?
I think it's really cool. Even when the first thumbnail came up and I saw the thumbnail, I thought, "Ooh, that is neat." I love the black and white, the monochromatic nature, the counterpoints between the circles on the outside and then the cylinder that this sort of really dangerous looking object is sticking through the center, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
without somebody explaining what it is, it makes your brain just sit there and look at all the patterns and the triangles and the circles and the leading lines right down the center. So I really dig it. This is something that I could spend a lot of time looking at. I I do wish that it was sharp all the way through. You know, the frontmost left arm is soft, but the outside cage is not. And so I feel like this is an image that just needs to be sharp all the way through,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
the only I agree with you say the only things that I would change is like we said this on the on previous critiques. The one that we're streaming is a little bit more contrasty than the actual one. I think I like a little bit more contrast in a shot like this. And then the other thing is the it kind of breaks the illusion of what you're looking at in that upper right corner because
Yep.
it's like okay, this is a container now. I see the edge of it, so I'm seeing the edge of the universe right there. So I'd want to either crop in a little bit or otherwise do something to get rid of that edge up there. Maybe even a vignette or something. I don't know, but just it's a little bit. It takes me out of the illusion of what this is.
Yeah, you could just warp it. You could just bring it in and just do like a free transform and a warp and just pull that corner out. It'll actually match the left side a little bit better anyway, because the left side it looks like you maybe you can see into the holes there better. So on the right it
Mm-hmm.
would stretch that out. But I agree that that sort of breaks the illusion. That's a trap. Those little corners like that, those are traps, and your eye just keeps going there trying to see if there's something that's
Yep.
not there.
Yep. It's a cool shot though. It's cool.
Yeah, very cool shot.
Definitely
Yep.
otherworldly. Now you got me thinking that each one of those blades should be a skyscraper, and you know, this is this is humanity's last effort to survive because we've destroyed the planet and we built this thing that's now in orbit around Venus or something, right? So I
Yeah.
don't know why I said Venus. Venus would not be comfortable to be orbiting
Well,
on.
that's been destroyed because we overpopulated it and did the same thing to it, that happened on
Right,
Earth. So, yeah, we're just
right,
keep moving.
exactly. Which is yeah. Now it's finally Venus. Okay, we got to get it right on Venus. Right? Jeez. All right, here we go. All right, thank you, Mark Charette. And the next shot up is from Lamb. And Lamb says, my entry for Photo Critique 122, ice cream. The happy birthday greeting poster has the shape of a cone ice cream at 420 millimeters by 240. Small battery powered LED was the only light source in post. -1 EV was intentional to darken the image overall and make the tiny reflective spots sparkle in the dark. You know, when I saw this, my first thought about this was he took a picture of a sign or something, you know. But then when I read the description and I realized what he went through to create this and how intentional it was to get those sparkles to sparkle, you know, and it was a long exposure and all that, it goes to, you know, something that looks relatively easy to do
Right,
sometimes is not, right? So,
right,
what do you
right.
think?
I think it's very cool. At first, I thought that those little dots were sparkles, but I think they're like glow in the dark, or maybe they are sparkles. I can't tell,
I
but it
think they're
looks like
sparkles.
I think it's
Yeah, I
glowing.
think they're sparkles.
I
I don't
think
know.
it's dark. Yeah. But I like it. I like the direction that it's lit from. It seems very mysterious. So, and it's hard to light a flat object. The only thing is it's a little tight top and bottom, like just a tiny bit more space.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, give it a little breathing room.
yeah, I thought it was cropped off actually at the top, but it's not. But very very cool ice cream submission though. I like it.
Yep, cool. Thank you, Lamb. All right. And last but not least, from Michael DeRay. Michael says, do we have a caption? Life is but a dreamsicle, shot with his Olympus EM5 with a Sigma 60 mil.
Oh, oh my God, I love that. I just love that.
That is a happiness right there. Do you remember those days? Do you remember the days when that's all you needed right there? It's all you needed to be happy right there.
I do remember that the 50/50 bar was my favorite ice cream to get up from the ice cream truck. So
Oh.
I don't know that I ever looked like that. I think I was, probably just as sloppy. I don't know. I can't.
I know
But
we were sloppy. I think my favorite from the ice cream truck was you remember push-ups? We used to have those
yes,
push-ups. Yeah, push-ups. Used to love push-ups.
yep, yep. This just has such an amazing storytelling, and I would say, looking at it where it is, I like the crop. I'm debating whether or not I would leave the belly button in. I might just crop up and remove the belly button just a little bit. That way the eye is more drawn to the dribbles and all that stuff. But I like the fact that the face is cut and leaving the nose there, right? Because that's really a big part of the face. And then that smile with the tongue. I mean, it's a winner for me. So
It's, yeah, that is cool. Yeah, I dig it.
yeah,
Very
very.
cool. All right. So you said you had a favorite in mind already. Which is which one caught your eye? Which bit of ice cream?
Well, I'll tell you my two favorites. Maybe one of them will be yours. Was Stephen Sharp's, because
Hmm.
I love the color palette and the intention and sort of the layout of that whole storytelling thing there. And then Michael Duray's. Michael Duray's is so Fourth of July, childhood, just complete abandon and joy with that ice cream. I love that as well. So I'm really
Yeah,
torn between the two.
I know. Yeah, yeah. Me too. Me too. I think. You know what? I think we have to go with Stevens though, because the complexity of this shot, and I know it took a lot
Right.
of work to do this particular shot. It fits into the criterion for the critique, and it just looks technically well executed. I like it a lot. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
It makes me want to go play with my chopsticks.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Well done. I agree. I do. I really do enjoy this one. This is really nice. So Stephen did a
Yep.
great job.
Let's bring that up closer. There it is. Look at that, Stephen Sharp.
You
Congratulations, man.
can hear the crowd.
I know. I need to get a crowd sound. Do I have a crowd sound effect in here? I thought I had one. Maybe not. Wait, let's see. Hold on. Wait.
Uh-oh. It
There you
never
go.
worked.
I played it. You can't hear it. I played it though.
Oh, it'll be on the recording. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. It doesn't play through Skype. It just plays to the stream.
Trust me. Trust
Cool.
me. It was, yeah, we played it.
We did. We played it. Cool, man. All right. Well, that's it. That was a pretty quick critique. We didn't get too many submissions. Like I said, I don't know what it is with this group. I'm learning this group. So this one, we didn't get a whole lot of submissions, got a few. The other one, you remember when I did the whole random acts of kindness thing?
Yeah. Yeah. You
We
got, yeah.
got zero random acts of kindness. So we got a lot of lactose intolerant, unkind people. Is that what it is?
No.
No,
We
I'm
never
kidding. I'm kidding.
photographed that. That didn't, the random act of kindness just didn't, was hard to photograph, I think. It's hard to go out and create that when you're quarantined.
Yes. Yes. I don't know. I don't know. Are you trying to say that you can't be kind when you're quarantined?
No, I'm just saying it's hard to photograph said kindness, right?
Yes, I
Like
agree.
like a
Right.
a a, a a screenshot of my donation to a cause. It doesn't really count as a photograph, right? So
Oh, so you're saying you just don't have the creativity to create a
yeah,
shot using an esoteric kind of a little phrase like that is what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah.
I think you could do it. Sure, you're one of the kindest people I know. All you do is photograph something that you do during your daily routine, and you're good.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with an excuse. That's all. I was never good at
I love it.
excuses. That's why I got busted in school all the time. So
I know. I know. Well, cool, man. So the critique topic for next week is going to be general, open general. So let's see what you got. Yep.
yes, yes. Be prepared for a
Yeah.
long week.
Yeah. Yeah. What's Good Dog says once a month do an open photo contest with anyone watching. Yeah, that's not a bad idea to do a once a month photo contest. We talked about that, right? And using your because you're a professional judge, right? You know how to judge stuff, and
Yeah,
you're a professional judge slash curator for pack artists, and you know your way around an image, even
yeah.
though you don't eat ice cream like a human or go in the ocean or
Salted ice cream.
salted ice cream. Sorry, salted ice cream. Yeah.
I've got vanilla Tillamook ice cream in my fridge right now with Hershey's chocolate syrup standing by. So
Ugh. Strictly butter pecan right here. Butter pecan Haagen Dazs if I can do it. If not, my fallback is Sara Lee. Right? That's it. Butter pecan ice cream. Give me some. And the other ice cream is Also Haagen-Dazs, but dulce de leche, caramel. See, you can see caramel in there. Oh, ugh, gotta go have some. Gotta have some. Cool, man. So any news or anything you want to share before we end this particular stream?
Be safe and, enjoy the rest of the quarantine.
Exactly. The rest, do you have information that the rest of us don't have? Is there an end in sight?
I'm just trying to be optimistic as I possibly can about the whole thing. So yeah,
I
just be
know.
safe. Yeah, just be safe.
Yeah, yeah. Be safe. Cool. Well, we'll end this one now, and yeah, no special news from me other than um, this was streaming to YouTube. Obviously, this is I think the third or fourth time we've done it in history, but this first time we've done two successive ones,
Right.
and I think we'll continue doing this. I'm also streaming this to the YouTube embed is on thisweekinphoto.com/live, and they will always go there. So you don't have to worry about what episode or where's the link or anything. If you just want to watch us live at noon Pacific, then just go to, set a repeating calendar event to come to thisweekinphoto.com/live every Monday at noon Pacific. So,
Right.
and then
Right.
the other thing is I'm also going to sort of switch. I'm going to do some tests, but I want to switch the interviews. The TWiP interviews that I publish weekly. I want to switch those to a live format as well, so that I can add that element of interactivity in the chat room and all that stuff. So when I bring on these, photographers and or celebrity photographers, etc., the crowd can ask questions as well.
I
So
I love the chat room. I mean, it's so much fun to be able to interact as we're critiquing or talking or whatever. It's great to get that feedback. That really adds another element. It just even just for me, just being on this side of the camera, right? Like I just enjoy the fact that those people are there. So thanks
yeah, those
for
are our peeps. Those are
stuff.
our
Yeah.
peeps. And folks, if you are in the chat room and you enjoyed/are enjoying this particular stream, please give us a thumbs up so that we can start getting more love to the TWiP world through the YouTube algorithm. Who knows how that thing works? I don't know. I don't even know if thumbs up work. Who knows? I
I
don't
don't.
even want to care. It's like if you like it, you like. I was talking to someone the other day about because the TWiP the major footprint for This Week in Photo is the podcast. That's where all the views and all the listens and all that stuff. The YouTube channel is more of a an ancillary sort of okay. Let's just put that out there. But so I haven't, as a result, it's not a giant channel. I think we have like 20,000 subscribers or something like that on there. But I look at it like Broadway, so you could have like a Super Bowl size crowd watching you, or you could go to like see Hamilton on Broadway and it's a smaller intimate theater, that's kind of how I look at it. So maybe
Yeah.
that's just me self-justifying, but that's the way I look at it. So cool. All right. Well, let's end this one, and you have a great week, man. I'll see you next time.
You too. Take care, everybody.
All right. See you guys. Thanks everyone for coming into the chat. We'll see you on the next stream since I'm now addicted to live streaming. Thank you, Joshua, for like encouraging me to do it. So all right. We'll see you guys.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Ending the broadcast.